We should be live. Let's get the recording going.
The record button.
Record button.
Record button.
The button has been pushed.
The record button.
It's been pushed like a pushed.
All right. Ooh, I guess I should turn that back off. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to Monday. Saturday. Tony's got his Mickey Sorcerer hat on. Mickey's got his Tony Sorcerer hat on.
I'm glad that you think I'm Mickey Mouse, John.
It's a Mickey Mouse show.
Hey, thanks, pal.
Oh boy! So glad that you are here. We're just coming off the Patreon show.
Oh yeah.
Now we're doing this, and I believe we have an interview. Can we tease them who the interview is with later on today?
Yeah.
Who we're interviewing?
It is the director of the Walt Disney Hometown Museum in Marceline, Missouri.
Does this take two?
Yes.
We had internet issues last time.
Yeah, and Skype. Skype screwed us.
Bastards. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be talking to them. Hello, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Great article, by the way.
Yeah, good.
For those of you who don't know, Jennifer posted an article in the Disney Parks podcast. You go check that out. DisneyParksPodcast.com.
Blog.
The blog. Wow. You don't write training manuals or anything. So go check that out. And anything else you want to add before we dig into it?
Sure.
We got time tonight.
I'm trying to think. Did I do anything Disney this weekend?
Well, let me at least start the show, and then we'll talk about that.
All right, sure.
How's that? Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit the button. Oh, we can't.
Oh, yeah. We hit the button. All right. Let me start with the top part, and then we'll go. Well, on today's show, we have Disney news about Daisy Duck's new appearance, new permits filed at Hollywood Studios, Incredibles 2 sneak peek, and so much more. All in the Disney Parks podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Very excited that you were here. I know that most people can't see this, but Tony is wearing a lovely Sorcerer Mickey
if
hat.
you get on Facebook Live or on YouTube, you will see this.
That's right.
You may not see it live, but you'll see it.
Yes, it's glorious. You can
It's
watch.
illuminating.
It is illuminating. You can see us every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at Disney Parks Podcast over on Facebook. And you can check us out on the replay on YouTube. So, yeah, check that out. So, How you doing, pal? Have a good weekend?
Yeah.
What'd you do Disney this weekend?
Saw a movie with you at Disney Springs.
You did, and that was not a Disney movie, but it was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Then went to Splitsville, and that's always good.
Always a great time. Bumped into a couple of our good Disney friends, Kara and Gary.
Karen and Gary.
That was fun.
Yep. And that was it.
Yeah, then you went and cheated on Disney.
I went to the cheater place.
Cheater.
I went to Universal, the Cowfish. I will tell you this. If you're going to go to City Walk, the only place that you need to go now, it's called Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah.
They have spectacular donuts.
Yep.
They have, I can't even tell you. I have a grape ape, which is a donut with like this grape bubble gum and grape icing on it with grape sprinkles.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds great. It's grape. I haven't had my maple bacon donut, literally with 2 strips of bacon on it.
It's a glorious thing.
This morning for breakfast, I had the voodoo doll.
Nice.
So
with the raspberry blood, right?
Yeah, it's shaped like a doll, and they put it like a pretzel stick in it. Yeah, it's really, there's so many great choices there.
Yeah,
it's just you're gonna walk around with a dozen or more, but that's enough of that.
We're talking like what, $4 or $5 a donut?
No, $2 to $4.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, you can get away with. And then besides donuts, they have like cake donuts. You know, if you want that denser. Yeah.
I'm a Krispy Kreme guy.
Yeah,
My wife is the Dunkin' Donuts fan.
Yeah, I'm a donut. If I'm gonna have a donut, I eat a donut. If I want a cake, I'll have a cake.
That's right.
You know. Nice store. You will wait.
Yeah.
You will wait. You're not gonna.
It'll die down eventually, a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it.
Well, get through the summer. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't do very much at Disney this weekend other than I watched Inside Out.
Oh, there you go.
I cried. Bilbo.
Bill Bong?
Bilbo.
Bilbo?
I can't remember the imaginary friend's name. He when he disappears, I cry every time. Gets you
That's
right.
played by
He's right in the
what's his name?
feels.
Richard Kind.
Yeah, Richard Kind's amazing.
We met him after the Mary Poppins show that we saw on Broadway.
Wow.
We were walking out of the theater, and this guy bumped into my mother, and she turned around and said, "Oh, hello," and it was Richard Kind. And she's like, "Hey, can I get your autograph for my playbill?" He says, "Yeah, just meet me out in the lobby because I'm waiting for somebody." And he came out in the lobby and signed her playbill.
Nice. Now, who did he play? Was he in the show?
No,
Is he in a
no, he was
different show?
he was just there taking it all in.
Nice.
You know,
Good for him.
I'm sure Disney sent him some tickets.
Of course, he's Richard Kind.
Yeah, he's
I'd like some tickets.
yeah,
Can you give me some tickets?
yeah,
I need a ticket.
yeah. I loved him on Spin City.
He was great. Everything he does, he's a great character actor.
Yeah, we should probably speed this up. We got a lot of news.
We got a lot of stuff to get
And we
to.
got
All
an
right.
interview.
So, anything else you want to add about the weekend? Weekend was great.
Yep, that's good.
I had a burger. You had salad. That was weird.
Yeah.
It was really weird. But you had fries with it, so that made
Yes.
up for it. All right. So I guess there's nothing else we can do but get into
The show.
Oh, son of a bitch! It's news.
Okay.
Get into
The news.
I'll have to edit the snot out of that. So Daisy Duck joins Minnie's Beach Bash breakfast at Cape May Cafe.
That's a lot of bees.
That's a lot of bees. I thought she was already part of this, but apparently I was incorrect. Cape May Cafe is getting a little crowded. But you can't mind when you're surrounded with Minnie Mouse and all her friends at Minnie's Beach Bash breakfast, now including Daisy Duck. Because, Daisy.
You can't have enough duck.
You can't have enough duck.
Duck Lavage.
Duck all around, Sweet and sour duck. Anyway, you'll get to see Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Daisy in their best beachwear as you enjoy your breakfast. You can enjoy a buffet-style meal with the options of Mickey waffles, scrambled eggs, seasonal potatoes, mouth-watering bacon, and more. Make your reservation for this dining experience at Disney's Beach Club Resort by going to the Disney blog or Disney website or on the My Disney Experience. Now, let me tell you, my favorite story about Cape May, the first time we went there, my wife did not know that it was a character breakfast.
Oh, boy.
She kind of picked up on it when she saw some of the characters walking around, but she didn't realize who all was in the cast. So she's sitting there, and then Minnie walks up and taps her on the shoulder. She turns around, looks back, and my wife literally turns into a 6-year-old. It was I wish I had a video.
Yeah.
It was so spectacular. She's like, "Oh my God, it's Minnie Mouse!" So she got really excited. I'm like,
I got excited seeing characters.
"Yeah."
I
So
want to hang out and
and it's a
chit-chat
great
and play with them.
experience. And they'll rotate all the way through. And if you miss a character, let the handler know, and they'll usually slide that through. But it was a great experience. It's in Cape May. Very underrated. It's super convenient to get in and out, and the food is amazing.
Yep. Lots of good seafood there.
Yep.
If that's your bag, man. Hey, over at the studios, there's been some permits filed for a new building.
A new building?
I mean, Disney's on a permit filing spree,
What are you doing
You
today?
get a permit.
I'm
You get a
filing
permit.
permits.
I'm sure there's some lady, at Disney that she does all day is type up permits.
I'm sure Orange County is just like, God, Disney.
Yeah.
Geez,
A notice of commencement was filed with the Orange County last week, which lists a new structure to be built on Cypress Drive in Disney's Hollywood Studios. This permit is for the construction of the foundation, steel structure, core, and shell of the building.
Sweet.
Now, Cypress Drive wraps all the way around the outside of the Hollywood Studios. It's not a road that we go on.
Right.
It's an internal road for cast members and the sorts. Most attractions don't use the street as an official address, along with the backstage areas. The street also borders the new Toy Story Land and the new Star Wars Galaxy Edge, both currently under construction. The project is being handled by Whiting Turner Contracting Company, who is heavily involved in the Galaxy's Edge development.
Nice.
So, be fitting that while you're here, hey, could you build us a building over there?
Yeah, if you're not doing anything, could you build us a building?
Yeah.
But my suggestion, as a park goer is, could you get the other two areas finished first and then build your building?
Yeah. So while numerous eateries and attractions are being built for the new areas, the permit could also apply for a number of other non-guest related structures. Without more information, we have no idea. It would be just stabbing.
It could be something
in the dark.
Yeah, it could be just.
It could be a maintenance building.
Costuming.
Yeah, costuming. Yeah, because they are moving the costuming from its current location to a different location.
Right.
So that is going to happen.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Yep. Hey, don't forget, we're having a meetup this Saturday.
Yes.
We are going to
Star Wars: The Void.
That was good. That was creepy. I got a little nervous on that one.
At Disney Springs. Please go get your tickets at thevoid.com. They are $29.95 per person. We are going to meet up at 2. John and I are going to play at 3, and then we'll hang out after that. Now, for the first person that comes up to either John or I and says the phrase that pays, "May the Force be with you," will win a special gift that I will have in my possession.
I'll figure out what it is.
And yeah, you'll figure it out what it is when you get there.
You'll figure it out.
And you say the
phrase that pays. It's the phrase that pays.
Welcome to Imus in the morning.
Oh my God!
So that's on April 21st. Then in May 26th, we are going to the Baseline Tap House at 7 p.m. Have a few drinky drink, maybe snacky snack, and then we'll head over to see the Star Wars fireworks.
Sweet.
Yeah, see if we could
meander our way and
squeeze our way into a
squeeze
space.
in, find some spacage.
Yeah, yeah. I still haven't really seen. No, I take that back. I have seen it once from the middle, the good viewing area, and then I've seen it on peripherals.
It's very difficult to get that spot.
2 hours ahead of time.
Yeah.
It is the magic thing nowadays, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
No, I got too many other things.
Yeah,
I have a life, man.
Yeah.
That's that
I could be eating, I could be drinking, I could be on an attraction.
that is the one thing about being a local. No matter what park you go to,
Yeah.
you literally can go. No.
Yeah. And I know there's other places. I mean, I have my places there
Sure.
that I know are not crowded, and I can still see the fireworks and get the most of the experience.
Right.
June 23rd, we're going to the Port Orleans French Quarter
Yay.
for some beignets. So meet us there at 2 p.m. And a few people have written in. I promise I'll get to you this week. We've kind of been backed up, but we are still looking for some bloggers and photographers and videographers and people that can help with our Disney Parks blog a little bit. So if you're interested, send us an email at DisneyParksPodcast.com. Don't forget that you can use your Amazon Echo Dot or your Google Home to play the Disney Parks Podcast.
Sweet.
And we have some things on sale at our store
All right.
that we need to get rid of.
It's a fire sale. If we don't sell it, we're going to set it on fire.
Yeah. So go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/store or shop. Don't forget to rate us and review us wherever you hear from us. And that's it.
All right. So, as many of you are probably not aware, there's a new Incredibles movie coming out.
Say it ain't so.
I know, right? So Incredibles 2 sneak peek is coming to Hollywood Studios and California Adventure. Don't worry, Jen. It's coming to you, too. Guests visiting Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World and California Adventure Park at Disneyland Resort will be the first to experience an exclusive look at the first 10 minutes of The Incredibles 2 in a very special sneak peek.
Wow.
Even Samuel L. Jackson is excited about it because he shares an excitement in the video that Disney released. Where is my super suit? The sneak peek on both coasts will begin on May 18th. Guests can stop by the Walt Disney Presents Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios, one man's dream. At the Disney California Adventure Park, the sneak peek will be presented in stunning 3D.
So they're going to start handing out 3D glasses at the little Disney Presents Theater?
Yep. And no, not ours. No.
No?
Only in Disneyland do they get it in 3D. because they're always better than us. With in-theater special effects.
We're so one-dimensional here.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Sunset Showcase Theater. So apparently they just can't see a regular movie. They have to get a 10-minute 3D movie.
Wow.
I'm shocked they don't have an IMAX surround sound.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
Right. Incredivision.
Incredivision. Ooh.
Ooh.
So yeah, go
Where's
check that out.
I gotta trademark that.
Incredivision.
I gotta trademark that.
You can see the scene through your favorite superhero's perspective.
Right.
With
Incredivision.
I want Jack's experience.
Yeah. Hey, last week we had a trivia question, John, and it was, what Disneyland attraction was renamed Rescue Ranger Raceway for several months in 1991?
I'm going to say the
No.
Okay, go ahead.
We only had one person write in with the correct answer, and that is Kevin. And
Excellent.
Kevin was correct.
And his answer was?
Correct. It's a Rescue Ranger Raceway. It was the Autotopia.
Autotopia. Thank you,
Yeah,
Autotopia. Thank you.
So, as we say, Kevin, it's in the mail. All right. This question is a little tricky. Are you ready? If you were to look closely at the postage stamps near the end of It's a Small World in Disneyland, among the smiley faces, you'll see the likeness of a non-Disney character.
I know this one.
Okay.
Homer Simpson.
No.
Dang gum. Dope.
If you know the answer, email us at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
Excellent. We want to let you guys know that if you love the show, love what we do, want to help us keep the show as free as possible, visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast, where we have exclusive ad-free shows, exclusive video content, private access to your own personal Facebook group of just the Patreons. You can chit-chat there. That's where we do our weekly live show just for you guys at 7 p.m. on Mondays. We have new offers that's even more exciting for our Patreons. We want to get you guys to go over there and sign up. For as little as like $1 or $2 a month, you can get access to all those great benefits. And we want to thank our current Patreons, James D., Krista, Grant, Ernie, David, Sam, Jennifer. A few of those names were in the earlier show, by the way. Ross, Ron, Jeremy, Willie, Michael, Mike, Cassandra, Katie, Eva, and Katie.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. We can't do it without you.
That's right. Hey, our friends over at the Four Seasons are getting a little boost in their participation in the
Sweetie
Disney environment. The Four Seasons is now offering early Fast Pass Plus selections for extra magic hours. So the AAA 5-diamond award-rated Four Seasons Resort at Walt Disney World announced that through 2018, in addition to offering the extra Magic Hour benefit with a valid Walt Disney World Resort theme park admission, resort guests will now have the opportunity to make Fast Pass Plus selections up to 60 days in advance.
Wow.
Of their stay.
Of their stay.
Of their stay. All guests with a confirmed reservation at the Four Seasons Orlando can link their hotel reservation on the MyDisneyExperience.com, and with a linked and valid theme park ticket, those guests can then utilize a 60-day booking window for Fast Pass Plus selections.
Sweet.
So they're saying through 2018. I would think that if this is successful, and it will be, this will probably go on and on and on and on.
Right.
Now, addition to that, they're also announcing a stay longer. So the fourth night is free and provides an additional value for those that want to stay a little bit longer.
Wow.
The Stay Longer fourth night free package offers a complimentary fourth night with every 3 paid nights from May 1st all the way till September 30th, the entire summer.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a deal.
Yeah. There? Yes.
Yeah. That's a huge deal.
Yeah. Rates start at $509 per night. After the fourth night, free is applied. Numerous added values are included in the rate, which are complimentary daily kids camp, and you will have a hard time prying your kid out of this camp.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's spectacular. Kids 5 and younger dine for free at the resort restaurants. Maybe I need to tell them I'm 5. Complimentary transportation to the Walt Disney World resorts, and complimentary access to the on-site 5-acre water park, and that is spectacular. 24-hour fitness center and spa and relaxation areas, all with the added value. So fourth night free. Go to Four Seasons. I think it's Four Seasons.
Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando, and book your trip.
Absolutely.
I mean, $509, that ain't too bad. The Contemporary's costing that.
Yeah, not for the Four Seasons. For that place and that.
Yeah.
I mean, just the PB&G alone, I'd go there and just hang out all day.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing it again real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, I would take advantage of that offer.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, let me know. Okay, so registration. For those of you who are Run Disney fans, we have a little bit of news here for you. Registration has been delayed for the 2019 Run Disney events.
Uh-oh.
Now, part of this is, I'll give you a little backstory. Part of this is reminiscent of what happened in Disneyland when they started construction for the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and they started making these announcements like Run Disney events have been delayed, and they just been postponed. So we're starting to get the delayed thing with all the construction and some of the other things going on. There's also a rumor going around. I want to make sure that I'm not speaking. Yeah, there's a rumor going around that Disney is trying to maybe exit themselves from Active.com and set up their own system. That's pure rumor. Yeah. If you know different, let us know. But that's rumor at this point.
I would say they might be trying to do that only because D23 had a completely new ticketing system in place for this Destination D.
Right. And
it wasn't theirs. It was
right.
Another one, but it had a virtual queue built into
right.
it, which I think is their problem.
Right. Well,
so maybe they're going to use this company, this ShowClick.
Well, maybe. But the thing is Active.com gets a cut.
Oh, that does not settle well.
And Active.com gets first hit of all they have copies of the email addresses. So not only are they getting consumer email contacts and addresses that they can now market to, they're also making a cut. And that doesn't set well with certain people.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. The registration was set to begin for January's Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend, but Run Disney posted an update that delays registration until June 1st. So the update is Disney said, quote, "We are working to create a more streamlined race registration experience for Run Disney participants. As a result, registration for the 2018-19 Walt Disney World Race event weekends will be temporarily delayed. However, all races are still scheduled for this season as planned. Registration for this summer's virtual running short series and the June 5K will be open it's already open. We apologize for the delay and we'll have more information to share on June 1st regarding registration for all remaining run events." End quote, Run Disney. Now, the change does not appear to affect November's Wine and Dine Half, which is still open for registration, but registrations for February's Princess Half Marathon Weekend, which was set to begin on June 12th, could also be delayed. And this is a big deal. I mean, this sent a lot of Run Disney people into, dare I say,
a tizzy,
a full-on tizzy,
a snizzing.
But again, I think they're trying to streamline the process, and by streamlining, I mean we're going to get rid of the extra steps of Active.com.
Yeah. Well, I think Run Disney's got the same problem that D23 had, and that is the virtual queue.
Right.
People banging their refresh button to try and get tickets. And with the virtual queue, that eliminates that whole hassle for people trying to sign up for these. Because from what I know, they go pretty quickly. I mean, some of them sell out very quickly.
Right.
Especially the marathon weekend in January.
Right.
I think that books up pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
we'll see. We'll wait until the announcements come out, and then we'll kind of know. Then we'll know for sure.
Right.
So before we move on, question in the chat room that I want to get to. Do you think that Disney is having issues with availability with room refurbishment, so they're letting Good Neighbor hotels have equal perks to keep attendance up?
No, I think what they're having is a housekeeping issue, that they don't have enough housekeepers. And we spoke about this a couple weeks ago, that they're not selling out all the hotels,
Right.
because they just don't have enough housekeepers to clean them.
Right.
So, Hotel Plaza Boulevard, all those resorts now get the same perks as a Disney resort. They have, the advanced fast passes, and they have the extra magic hours.
Right.
And now the Four Seasons in the game too.
Right. And don't forget the Good Neighbor hotels, which technically I don't think we call them Good Neighbor hotels. There's another name I think that we use, but the Good Neighbor hotels are at Walt Disney World. Disney still gets a cut because they're on Disney property.
Yeah.
So,
and they have to pay Disney for a maintenance of their lawns and their shrubs.
Correct.
And all of that stuff
Correct.
is part of that.
It's Disney specs.
Yeah.
Because Disney does it and Disney gets paid for it. Plus all the stuff that Disney, requires anyway to be on property.
Yeah.
So I think enough of the resorts finally got tired of competing with Disney, on location and amenities, and Disney saw the value in letting the partner resorts, that's what it is, partner resorts, have some of those things. It makes a lot of sense. And so they started rolling this out over time. So now all the resorts are competing on virtually the same amenities. Now we're only dealing with location.
Right.
And maybe some other intangibles. But that would be my opinion. And the only reason I have that opinion is because I have a wife who works in one of the partner hotels.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So here we go with show open number 2.
With Duo.
Number dos. Sorry. On today's show, we have Disney news about Solo merchandise rumors and
No, sorry.
Solo merchandise?
Solo merchandise, comma.
Solo merchandise isn't like Solo the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. On today's show, we have Disney news about Solo, a Star Wars saga, whatever they're calling it, merchandise. Rumors of new monorails at Walt Disney World, and you can purchase your Walt Disney World tickets in My Disney
Annual
Experience.
pass.
Well, you didn't say that.
Sorry.
Damn it. Let's go back. Take 7. On today's show, we have Disney news about Solo, a Star Wars story, merchandise, rumors of new monorails at Walt Disney World, and you can now purchase your Walt Disney World annual passes through the My Disney Experience app, and so much more. Thank you very much. In fact, that's how I renewed my annual passes through the My Disney app.
Did you?
I did. I was
Online or on the phone?
I think I did online.
Yeah. Now you can do it on your phone.
I probably wouldn't, but yeah.
All right. Big rumor story this week.
Yep.
We might be getting new monorails here at Walt Disney World.
Finally.
We're going to retire that 1989 fleet of decrepit, beat up, antiquated
POS.
things. As they call a
Rock
monorail
would say, finally.
Yeah. So internal sources are reporting that Disney has ordered a new fleet of monorails for Walt Disney World to replace the aging, problematic Mark 6 monorails that have been used since 1989.
Jeez.
Apparently, the now infamous door incident taking place on Monorail Red in early January was the impetus behind this decision.
As we like to call it, the whoopsie.
Yeah. Sometimes Disney needs a push in the right direction, and I think this was it.
Yeah, and almost killing some people.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dang good push.
Yeah. It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been horrendous.
So video was taken by a passenger showing one of the doors on the monorail wide open while the passengers went all the way from the TTC all the way out to Epcot. So after this incident, Disney added some stickers above all the doors that we're telling you not to lean on, but that's not going to solve the problem.
Right.
Because when the parks get stuffed, so do the monorails.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the new fleet will reportedly be built by Bombardier.
Now you're doing what I did. Bombardier.
Bombardier of Canada.
Yep.
The same company that built the Mark 6 trains for Walt Disney World, and one of the only very few companies in the Western Hemisphere with the capability to build mass transit class monorails. The Mark 6 fleet reportedly costs $3.5 million per train.
$1 million.
That would now be $7.5 million per train. So the question is, are they ordering 12 again? Or are they just going to order 1 and make everybody else
cheap
suffer?
out.
Yeah.
Just get cheap out and just get 10. Or splurge a little, get 11. We'll have 1 just in case.
Yeah, because the Roundhouse holds 10, and then they park 2 at the TTC and then they swap. That's
Right.
a rotation of what goes in the Roundhouse and what stays at TTC overnight. Because you can't, from what I know, they don't let them stay out overnight more than one night. They have to be in the warehouse and get minions.
Right.
The line of automated monorails at Bombardier.
Bombardier. Think Cartier, but Bombardier.
Bombardier is currently marketing is called the Innova 300 series. We believe the new fleet for the Disney World will resort and utilize the same chassis design, but certainly will be fitted with custom features to make them distinctly Disney. Through the door incident was thought to be the most scrutiny for the aging fleet. It was not the only incident in recent years that pointed to the need for new monorails. In June of 2017, a large piece fell off Monorail Blue while it was traveling above the Epcot parking lot. Monorail Teal suffered numerous breakdowns last summer, and don't forget the problematic automation system still not working properly after years of work. And it announces stuff when you're not even near it. We spoke
Right.
about that.
Right.
So it's and then there was the terrible crash in 2009 that killed the poor pilot. and all that stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's time. I think it's way over time, actually.
Absolutely.
And I'm surprised that Disney kind of put their head in the sand on this one.
Well, I mean, they keep hiding behind the it's very expensive, blah 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 blah. But I think the other part of the story we read was this could be part of the reason why the theater in Magic Kingdom got postponed, and they're using that money. Which as I said in the earlier show, as bad as I would love to have that theater, I would prefer to have new monorails.
Yeah.
I would really prefer them. And if they're talking about having some of the cool new seating features and the walkway through the different trains,
Car to car.
car to car, I think that would be good from a safety concern, as well as we can reconfigure the seats to better accommodate special needs people, and by I mean mobility needs people. So we live in a day and age when I have to go back and edit everything that I'm saying. People in wheelchairs, people in the scooters.
Right.
But yeah, I think this is probably more needed than the. God, I hate to say this, it's more needed than the theater.
Yeah.
And I want the theater really bad. But we need.
I'd like the theater too.
Yeah. Well, eventually, we'll get it. No idea ever dies at Disney; it just goes on the shelf.
That's right.
Yeah. So, speaking of all that new Solo: A Star Wars Story merchandise that I kept flubbing earlier, starting on Friday. Brand new merchandise for Solo: A Star Wars Story started popping up in the Disney stores and on shopdisney.com and at other retail locations around the world. Brand names like Funko, Hasbro, Jax, Lego, Mattel, Pottery Barn Kids, Regal Robots, Rubies, 720, Tops, and Tervis have all created brand new film-inspired merchandise. So just stop and think about the licensing for those.
That's a couple bazillion dollars.
That's a little bit of cash. They could buy some monorails. This is a wide variety of figurines, collectibles, and even film production chair. I wouldn't mind having a film production chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is great. We knew this was coming. But it's funny how they released this story, and it's like, I don't ever remember seeing a story like this before. Like, Force Awakens has new lines of collectibles from Pottery Barn Kids, Regal
Right.
Robot. I don't remember all that stuff. But
Our friend and field reporter Vince sent us this picture. In the studios now, they got solo banners up.
so
You know, when you walk towards the launch bay?
yeah.
Yeah, so on the light poles, they got the solo banners up.
Nice.
So,
Am I the only one that every time I see anything for Solo, a Star Wars movie, I start singing Red Solo
no
Cup?
cup. No, I do too.
Red Solo
No
Cup. Han Solo will shoot you up.
They should actually have that song in the movie.
He goes into a bar.
Yeah.
Ba 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 bum 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 ba bum 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 ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. They should,
He should just sit down and just like grab a drink and it'd be a Red
Yeah.
Solo Cup.
yeah. They should monopolize on that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All right. So as John mentioned at the top of the show, annual passes are now available for purchase directly through the My Disney Experience app. No need now to get online and purchase, or go to any will call booth on property, or guest services to get your ticket.
Nope.
You can now do this on your app. It's only here in Walt Disney World. Annual passes traditionally were only available for purchase at ticket booths outside the theme parks and at the Ticket and Transportation Center. But to expedite the process, Walt Disney World annual passes can now be bought directly through the My Disney Experience app.
Yay! Finally.
Out-of-state residents can purchase either the Platinum Plus Pass or the Platinum Pass via the app. Florida residents can use the app to purchase the Platinum Plus Pass,
Easier for you to say.
the Platinum Pass, the Gold Pass, the Silver Pass, and the Weekday Select Pass, or the Epcot After 4 Pass. Is anybody still using an Epcot
Yep.
After 4
Yes, they are.
as their only media?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Well, stop and think about it. If going to the Magic Kingdom really isn't that big a deal, you know, and if it really is, you can go to the after hours events, you can go to the Mickey's Not So Scary or Very Merry. You could get a lot of Magic Kingdom stuff in. And really, honestly, I mean, Epcot's got all the festivals. You can see rock concert, you can see concerts, you got the arts festival, you got the flower festival, you got the food festival, you got the Christmas festival, you've got the No Festival, you got the Chew, you got Steve Harvey.
I guess. Unfortunately, this feature does not cut out visiting the ticket booths completely.
Dadgummit.
In order to activate that annual pass, you will need to go to a ticket booth and show your ID to get it activated. I think maybe I'll test it this year. I think you can cheat if you go with that new ticket to the turnstiles for the first time, and that's not working. The little guest service person will come over and then ask for your ID, and I think you can then cheat having to wait in line over at guest services.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah, I think that's what I did.
Then we're going to...
I forgot to go.
Dear Mr. Casanova, hi, I'm Steve. I'm one of the lawyers from Walt Disney World Resort. On a recent episode, we heard you telling people how to cheat the system. Now, Mr. Casanova.
Wasn't really cheating. It's a workaround. Do I need to stand in every line there, including the ones at the Will Call booth?
Yes. Every line must be stood in for the appropriate time, which we deem fit.
I don't think so.
So Tony earlier was talking about his trip recently to Voodoo Donuts, and Disney said, "Oh yeah, well watch this. Dole Whip donuts are now available
And I've got a picture of it up
at
for everybody.
Disneyland."
Yeah.
So it's just
Can you see it?
no. Hang on, let me go over. I got it. We're good. I'm looking. Wow, that looks good. I could do with one of those. Can I say a joke and not people not take me seriously?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. At Disneyland giving us the middle finger of love.
Yeah.
If there's a Hall of Fame for Disney Park treats, then the Dole Whip must be a first ballot inductee. My world, it's already in there. The Disneyland Donut Cart, which was opened in 2016, offers an over-the-top donut creations. Now their latest creation is a spin on the iconic Dole Whip treat, the Dole Whip donut. The Dole Whip donut is filled with little chunks of pineapple and pineapple jelly and is topped with the pineapple icing and meringue. The Disneyland Donut Cart is located to the left of Sleeping Beauty Castle and only offers about 3 donut flavors a day, which they rotate among about 40 combinations. So this new item may not be around permanently.
Jen is saying she went there twice this weekend and got none.
It was so twice she didn't get. Oh, that's too bad. Again, man, Disneyland seems to get all this really.
It's the testing bed.
We did the donut. We did the Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of our things?
No.
I guess not. It started in Disneyland.
Sorry, Disneyland.
Because dang it.
Yeah.
Rasper.
Yeah. Hey, the digital key launched this week.
Hey, wow, that came out quick.
Yeah.
Oh, guess they were at the ready when they posted that article.
From press release to execution in a matter of days.
Is the press release out? Yes. Fire in the hole.
Yeah. So Walt Disney World's new digital key room entry system appears to set to debut the week of April 15th at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. When Disney recently shared details regarding its digital key program, they said that the only option would launch soon, with no specific dates, and soon means now.
It's like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
When will then be now?
Soon. When are you launching that?
Soon.
Now. Soon.
No, when is soon? Now.
Multiple reports on the internet saying that the reservation details were updated in the My Disney Experience app that included now an unlock door feature.
Unlock door.
Alexa, unlock my door. It could happen.
If she unlocks the door downstairs, they're going to laugh.
No, there's other words I have to say.
Oh, okay.
The digital key system is an alternative to Disney's Magic Band, allowing hotel guests to hold their Bluetooth-enabled smartphones near any entry point, tapping a button to unlock. The feature will supposedly work on hotel and villa doors, resort entry gates, pools, fitness centers, anything that's got a door that's locked in the resort you're staying at, which is the Wilderness Lodge. It is not known if Disney plans to expand this feature to the theme park gates, and they have to. FastPass Plus Touch 20, because it gets rid of counterfeit tickets.
Right.
You can't fake an electronic ticket. You know, it's got an electronic signature.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
So they're hoping that this will go to the gates, the FastPass Plus, all other kind of touch points, paying for stuff and things like that.
Right.
Disney Wilderness Lodge was named as the first resort to receive this enhancement treatment. No word is on how quickly they're going to roll it out.
Soon.
I think they're going to go full guns.
Oh yeah. If they can get through this summer in Hollywood, if they can get through this summer at the Wilderness Lodge, it'll probably be like, okay, fire them all up.
Here's my crazy thing. There was There was 7 of us at Bay Lake Tower last year. Mm-hmm. We had 7 Magic Bands, and none of them worked.
That's true. I remember that.
Now, I could have 7 phones, and this is not saying that this is going to make it work like better than Magic Bands. Are they? That's the information I want to know. Will this work more reliable than the Magic Band?
Right.
Is there a disconnect between the band and the hotel system?
Right. The one thing that I think that this would be really good for in that specific situation is instead of actually having to go back to the front desk, you can literally call the front desk and say, "Hi, I'm standing outside my door.
Can you open it?
Can you put my Magic Band on because my Disney Experience app is not working?"
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I mean, in that case, I went downstairs. She redid them and tested them all downstairs. We tap. And she says, "Well, I'll come up with you to make sure that they work." I said, "Yeah, 'cause
come on.
I'm not going back up there.
The beer's getting warm. We gotta go.
Yeah, I got 7 more bands that still don't work.
Right. Beer's getting warm.
Somebody's got to let me in the room eventually.
Chop.
Yeah. So I hope it's more reliable. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. It'll be interesting, and I like the line that was FastPass Plus, touch points, park passes, and stuff. could conceivably serve as an alternative to Magic Bands.
Right.
When that phrase is uttered, in my mind, what I'm hearing is to soon replace Magic Bands, because I think Magic Bands are going to go the way of the dodo.
I think so.
It just makes sense. Now that, go ahead.
There's got to be one park worldwide that will go completely medialess.
Sure. Yeah,
There's got to be one. We thought it was going to be Shanghai, but
not
for
so
some
much.
reason, they're hanging on
Right.
to regular media like we are. But somebody's got to go
Right.
completely medialess, and
But
I
with
think
our-
it would be us.
With our, My Disney Experience app seems to be consistently at least moderately okay.
Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't be the first one to go. And I know Jen's busting my chops a little bit about how great Disneyland is, and it is. It's
It is.
phenomenal.
I
But
like
they're starting to roll out things that we've been doing for a while as far as ticket media and that kind of stuff goes. So I think we're going to be the first park that does that, and we're going to pay the price for it, because everybody comes to Disney World, and most everybody has cell phones. The problem is, especially for no, because they've got in-house Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That'll work. All right, cool. No problem. Moving on.
All right. You're
So, Tony,
yes.
interested in going to a Sunday brunch at Maria and Enzo's?
No.
So, and I'll read the copy here, and I'll try to keep some of my personal feelings out. We've had several rough experiences at Maria and Enzo's,
3.
and we've made no bones about it. But as Disney fans and podcasters, we're going to bring you the story and let you have your own decision
That's right.
on your own time.
You may have a completely different experience than I did.
You may. Odds are you won't, but you may.
Yeah.
So Maria and Enzo's Restaurante, Disney Springs, has begun serving a Sunday brunch that includes classic breakfast foods with an Italian touch, plus some of their most popular entrees. Guests can choose. I was like, what? Guests can choose from a price-fixed brunch menu that includes some buffet elements, or select from an a la carte menu.
Familiar from any place we know?
Yeah.
Something with a P.
I can't remember the name.
Plancha?
Plancha, yeah. The price fixed menu is $35 for adults, a little cheaper than Plancha, or $15 for children 3 to 9. Guests will enjoy a salumi and cheese station, an antipasti station, a pizza station, yogurt and fresh toppings. That sounds good right now. And assorted pastries, plus their choice of select entree and a chocolate fountain for desserts. That sounds pretty good. Entree choices from the price fix menu include French toast with warm berry preserves, whipped mascarpone, and granola. New York strip steak and eggs served with scrambled or over easy with parm roasted potatoes. Farmstead vegetable frittata, including fingerling potatoes, asparagus, forest mushrooms, tomato, onion, and 4 cheeses. Poached hen egg. Where else are they getting the eggs from?
Ostrich?
Are they poaching the hen? Or are they poaching the egg?
Or ostriches? I don't know.
I get it. Advertising. Marketers ruin everything. Poached hen egg and quinoa kale salad with zucchini, pepper, asparagus, green beans, tomatoes, toasted almonds, avocado, frisee, and a citrus vinaigrette. Spaghetti alla carbonara with, I even did the hand motion, with Parmesan cheese sauce, poached hen eggs. It's a good thing we're not doing poached, snake eggs.
Right.
And prosciutto de Parma. Guests can also add an endless Bellini or mimosa for $15.
That's not bad.
Not really. Appetizers on the a la carte menu include arancini, calamari, and Sicilian vegetables and bean soup. Do not get the arancini. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's like smaller than golf balls. It's not worth it.
Right.
I'm sorry. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Come at me, Enzo's and Maria. Several salads are offered as well, including a Caesar burrata. Am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. And fennel orange. That sounds really good. Then an a la carte entree includes bussiate.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
With spiral-shaped pasta, lump crab, cherry tomatoes, and parsley. These are directly off the menu.
Yeah.
Spaghetti meatballs, mezze rigatoni a la Norma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure of that one.
I'll try it.
Lasagna.
Carsata al forno with Sicilian layered baked pasta. It's basically lasagna.
Yeah.
Swordfish, salmon, chicken parm, and a steak.
Pizzoli.
With New York strip steak, tomato, oregano, capers, and the fixins.
Yeah.
Sunday brunch is served beginning at 11 a.m. and reservations are definitely suggested.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah. My question is, the thing I find is funny is like several fan favorite items. You've only been open for a month and a half.
Yeah, right. And this fan does not have a favorite.
I don't have a favorite in this place. Oh,
I have a favorite restaurant I stay away from when I'm there now. Yours.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I listen, give it a shot. Tell us what you think. Write us emails, phone us, whatever you have to do. I'd be interested because, like I said, I've been there 3 times and did not have a terrific experience of any of the 3 times. Now, other people said that they had a good time, the food was good, blah 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 blah. I don't think the service is bad. The food has been bad, and that's typically why I'm going to a restaurant.
Right.
Not for good service,
Right. For the food.
but for good food. So
Yeah. If I wanted to go somewhere just for the service, I'd go to my mom's house.
yeah, or McDonald's.
If I wanted to go somewhere for good service, I would go to my mom's house.
Right, right,
Or here. You have great service.
right.
Food's really good too. I'm just
Yep.
saying.
Yep. Are we ready?
Yep, let's do it. Headline news.
All right. So minivans. That's not the right.
No, that was last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not the
That
right
was from
one.
last week too.
Where's this week's?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I think starting with Redbox amends complaint.
Yeah. So Redbox amended their complaint accusing Disney of unfair business practice. What I read was, this was a great one. Disney has hired a company that, because Redbox goes to retail stores like Walmart to buy the movies for the Redbox machines because Disney won't distribute to them.
Those movies aren't for resale.
They're not reselling them. They're renting them.
Holy
Hold on.
Oh my God.
That's what's throwing the whole suit, amongst
Sure,
other things.
right.
Now, Disney has hired a company that tracks down these Redbox buyers and intervenes with the stores and goes, I guess, with some letter and says, you can't sell that person the videos because they don't have the right to do that. Now, Redbox is saying that, yes, they can. It's, freedom of, whatever. I can purchase whatever the hell I want and do whatever I want with it, yada, yada, yada.
Wow.
So this is going to be a drag-out fight.
That's interesting.
They're going to the mattresses on this one.
They're going to be.
Yeah.
Disney's going to be owning Redbox soon.
Could be.
Going to be Red Hat.
Yeah.
Red Hat boxes.
Yeah. Mickey's hat. Mickey box.
That's right.
Hey, just be another little check mark in their coffer of things.
Yep. One more revenue stream.
Yep. Hey, there's a new animated series coming to Disney Junior in 2019. I forgot the title of it off the top of my head.
Killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, sorry.
There's several.
I'll talk about Smalls later.
Yeah.
Disney cast member was arrested after stealing $18,000 from the Coke store at Disney Springs.
Wow.
Nice. 18,000.
Wow.
Land preparation permits filed for Disney's 50 megawatt solar farm. So that's happening. That's over, I think, by Grand Floridian Way in the golf course.
Right. Was it the Owl House?
The Owl House?
Is that the new Disney animated
Yeah, it might
series? I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Removal of the conveyor structure used to shift dirt and soil to the Hollywood studios is being removed.
Oh, they're not using that as a new attraction?
Hey, let's get on the dirt conveyor.
No, man, it could be the trash compactor ride.
Yeah.
I thought your little short could be a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Yeah, so they built that whole contraption just to move dirt from one side of the road to the other.
I know, I drive under it all the time.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
Yeah, so I've never seen them moving though.
No, and I tell you what, I
They probably don't do it on purpose because all the rocks would be falling off.
probably, but I would love to ride that. Just I'm sure guys are getting in trouble to do that.
New Star Wars solo magic bands featuring Hans and Lando have made their way out there.
Hans and Lando.
Hans,
Just one Han.
Yeah, Han. Well, they had
Hans and
Hans
Lando.
and Franz are going to pump you up.
You up. That's great.
And then the minivan service is now at Art of Animation.
So, for those of you who don't know, I live on the other side of Animal Kingdom, and I drive on the main thoroughfare. There's two main roads from the Disney area that goes to the airport. There's 528, and then there's 417. I hop on 417 to drive to Tony's house to record. As I'm driving, I'm passed by two minivans.
Oh, really?
Going to the airport.
Wow.
Empty.
Maybe they're going for a
They're
pickup.
going to pick up. Yeah, I know. But it was just funny. It was
Yeah.
like, you guys aren't supposed to go oh, yeah, you guys are going to the airport.
Yeah.
So I was shocked. It's like, that was jarring.
You would think that they would stage one or two,
Depends on how busy they are.
Yeah, I
I'm sure.
guess.
If those guys are going to go stage, I'm got this.
Well, I've seen now 74 on the minivan, so they're up to 74.
Yeah.
I think they're actually technically up to 80.
I passed 59 and 63. I think 63, 64. Can't
Yeah,
remember.
I always try to take notice what the number is. Just stupid. Number.
I just ride up on the guy, give him the dirty look.
What's your number? Hashtag what's your number?
Hashtag rock and roll.
Hey, we have a fan of the show, a friend of the show, Vince, that does some field reporting for us. Typically every day, he sends us some kind of email with breaking, as he calls it, breaking news from the field. But I thought I'd share this with you. This is Vince at the new Purple Wall at the Magic Kingdom. So
I don't get. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not a good Disney fan.
well, they got a mix of the millennial pink with a little blue, and
I
then
don't get the
fuchsia,
vitriol over
the
this.
fuchsia.
I just don't get the vitriol over this.
Well, there's a whole other geometric design part. They left some of the wall. They left some of the wall purple. Then they did this, and then they have this geometric part.
Right.
So Vince, if you're listening, take some pictures of. I think I do have pictures of the geometric that I can pop up here. I think
I bumped into Vince. I guess it was the last meetup, and I almost didn't recognize because he didn't have his collar up.
Oh, no collared shirt.
And he didn't have the collar going. So
No,
I didn't recognize
I
you.
moved him.
Yep.
Yep.
So thanks, Vince. Always great, man. I don't thank him enough because he's constantly feeding us info, and that's super, super duper helpful. And like I said before, Jen's got a new article over at the Disney Parks Podcast blog, and it's great. So now we have a new person helping us with some blog articles occasionally, and that's great. One down, a couple more to go.
Yep.
So we thank you guys. Thanks for being amazing fans. Thanks to our Patreons. And make sure that you find us over at the DisneyParksPodcast.com site. You can find all of our show archives, some blog articles, links to amazing sponsors. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all at Disney Parks Podcast. You can find us on Twitter, which we're trying to incorporate that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not the best tweeters, but you can find us over at Disney Podcaster. Anything else you want to add, buddy?
I got nothing.
All right, my friends. With that, we will see you next time, and we'll see ya
In the parks.